Alright, so in the previous video we saw how to set up my FK-IK switch, which is working now, but what I need to do is connect this up to the rest of the rig, like to my main control, or let's just call this chest, CC chest, alright? And don't mind my spelling, I don't have the patience to fix it right now. And this one is going to be called CC clavicle, so clav, CC clav. All right, so clavicle comes first, so we are going to just parent constrain that to the clavicle. So we're going to go constraint. I'm holding down space, constraint, parent constraint. So now this is going to work. That's moving the arm. Cool. All right, so I need to do a few things. First, I need to zero out all my controllers and hide things that I don't want to see. So I'm going to just zero out my controllers, and there we go. And the elbow. Alright, so everything should be perfectly aligned. The IK now could also be hidden. I'm actually going to just drag that down there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to just go to my arm here and hide the group. Control H is going to hide the group of the IK because I don't need to see it anymore. Alright, so before I start putting everything away and creating drive keys and so on, let's start connecting things up. So this can go into joints, the bind bones, but I'm going to create a group above each one of my joint chains because we're going to use these groups as connection groups. So what I usually do is just create a group, copy the name, grp, and const for constraint, because I'm going to have I'm going to have the chest basically drive these groups. So what I need to do is make sure that the group pivot is set to the same position as the bones. So they got to be in the exact same spot. All right, so that's the IK, Control G, and again I'm just going to make sure that the positioning is the pivots in the same place. And again, I'm holding down D and V together and I'm moving them to get what I need, to recenter the pivot to match the joints pivot. Copy the name, paste the name, grp underscore or space in this case, const for constraint. So now I got these two, and all I need to do is grab this, the chest control and the shoulder control, and I'm just going to go constraint, parent constraint. And we're going to do that again to the other one, but this time I'm just going to press G. I'm going to test this out by just rotating, and you'll see it's going to behave weirdly, but don't worry about that just at the moment. All right, so the next thing is we got it's working like I want it to, but it's not pulling certain things after it. So what I needed to do is pull this guy after it. So or I can just regular parent it underneath. So when I pull that up, it's going to move that up, and then have that move down. And let's make sure that this is on FK. There we go. It's IK. So that's not pulling that correctly. So we are going to break these connections because obviously that's not working the way I want it to. I'm just deleting the constrained node. So maybe let's use this instead as a constraint. Let's start off with the FK because that's the one I want. And let's just create a constraint, parent constraint. So if I now move this, yep, it's moving the arm exactly the way I want it to. Hooray. So let's do that to let's do the same to the other one, the IK G. So now this should move that. Now the reason the arm's not moving is it's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. All right, and then this guy should just be regular parented under that guy. So if now I move the arm, it should follow. And then if I, yep, that's exactly what I want. Cool. All right, so basically I have the clavicle. It is controlling where things are. All right, and I could also move it up and down. All right, cool. This guy here is going to be constraint to the palm. So we're going to actually have the joints drive the hand. So I'm just going to just create a constraint. So when I grab this guy and move, there we go. We are having the hand control, the FK-IK control follow. So we can always switch between very easily. Cool. All right. Let's zero that out. All right, so let's just put everything away. So our joints can go into the joint group. The controls can go into the control group. That's all set up. I can delete my layers now. Go to layer, delete selected layers. All right, cool. All right, so I got 2 minutes where I can just show you the last steps. So the last steps I need to do is whatever these guys are supposed to be doing is you probably want to have those channels locked. So if this is an IK and it's supposed to just translate, then what we're going to do is choose all the translate options and all the other options and lock them. But this also controls the hands, so we just want to scale, and then we want to go lock and hide. And I'm doing this by right clicking. So again, I'm going to do that again. Here it's this rotation, so I don't want translation. I'm going to hold down control, choose the next channels, and then go lock and hide by holding down the right mouse button. Here we go. Let's do that again for all of these. So we want that, lock and hide. Ditto here, lock and hide. Scale we don't want. Probably the same on this guy. Lock and hide. All right, and then we just left with the elbow, which is this translation, lock and hide. All right, cool. And this one also, I'm going to lock and hide everything. So I'm just left with the FK invisibility. All right, you see now everything's locked. I can't do anything but what these controllers are meant to do. All right, the last thing I want to do is create a drive key to turn off the controllers to basically control the visibility of these controllers. So I'm going to choose one of the controllers. Actually, we're going to choose all the controllers that I want to hide. Yes, just make all of them. And what I'm going to do is just press on the channel here. I'm going to hold down control, hold down right click, and then go set drive key. And we'll bring this menu up, and you see the driven all of my controllers, and my driver is going to be the hand FK-IK control. So we want to load this as the driver, and we'll come up here. So we choose the channels that we want. Right now it's the visibility. So let's just start off by, right now it's the FK is driving everything, right? So I'm just gonna, yeah, FK is driving everything, and that's set to 0. So we're just gonna choose the IK handles and turn those off and set a key. And then I'll switch back to 1 and choose my IK again and turn those on, and then choose everything. Choose the FK now and turn those off. Alright, so we got the opposite. Let's make sure everything's selected. Press key, and now let's test this out. So now if I change this, you should see that we get our IK handles change. Alright, so that leaves these two I can hide now. Control H. Those are the joint chains. So now if I grab this guy, move the hand, move it up, and then press, then just grab the controller and go FK. See, we'll blend back into its position. So then I can take this position and reorient it to a different position. So now we can have it blend between those positions. At this stage, what I'll do is I just grab all the visibility controls and I will lock and hide them because I'm done with them. So do the same on this side. Lock and hide. Alright, and with that being said, I think I'm done. Everything that I wanted to show you guys and girls is pretty much finished. Just make sure when you're done building everything that you reorient everything back to its original position. Alright, and yeah, so that's an FKIK setup, and you can see everything seems to be working correctly. We can manipulate the shoulder, move it up and down. There you go. Alright, have a good one. I hope this was helpful. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Thank you.